In the bottom side, we have Stargen playing Sedge versus MVAKM up in the top side as player 2 playing Valder. So, very interesting matchup. Because Sedge definitely wants to try and make the game as long as possible, and Valder just wants to snowball as hard as possible in the game. This very much comes down to, can Sedge hit things and try and build groove fairly quickly while keeping his opponent stalled? Can Valder play aggressively in order to make the match go as quickly as possible? Or at the very least build a big advantage in the early game and then capitalize from that. Okay, speaking of which, we got an almost full health Valder against... Ooh, I don't know. This opening is very different from Stargen, so they're gonna capture up here and then walk back and heal. Valder slightly behind. Ooh, but they're gonna be able to challenge this village. Stargen has to do something. Something has to come in to stop Valder. But Valder, actually, this timing is quite good because Valder's going to build groove anyway. So it might even be in Valder's interest to not hit this village and just wait for a turn, because he... Although, I don't know, because it gives you such an economic lead. Yeah, he's just going to go for it. If the recapture happens, he can knock it down again. So this goes for the economic benefit. Now MVAKM just kind of backing up on this left hand side. Stargen, ooh, he's got an easy target with this village. Sedge now on 50% groove on turn 6, which is actually pretty good pace. Kind of where you want to be. And now we've got Stargen just building up their army. Golem, and that's perfect for dealing with Valder.
Rise from your grave.
Just gonna go in? Okay. I mean, he can actually. He's got this knight that can... Oh, I thought that was gonna come down and crit, but apparently not. Just gonna move it in to back that up. And there's another knight come forward, so... Okay, he's in a decent position. Nice defensive wall up here. Alright, what are we gonna see here? Yep, mage just walks back and heals. Golem moves to a nice forest tile. And that's gonna be able to... Ooh, with 2 mages behind it? Yeah, Golem is not gonna lose to a commander. And Sedge just kind of backs off. Realizes that... Yeah, he's not gonna be able to push into all of these swords and dogs by himself. And you know, there's a Golem on MVAKM side, so... Back. Nice. Uses that village as a, you know, it's a little bit of economy that he's behind on, but it's fine because he can just use that to build another skeleton. Builds unit count, sacrifices a little bit of economy. See here, Sedge actually surprisingly doesn't go for that kill. I would have thought he'd run in for it, but I guess he's a bit worried about dying to his opponent. Alright, what do we got here? Mage is moving forward, spear dog. I think he's going to try and bank to get more golems.
By my hand, rise.
Which makes a ton of sense. Alright, he's going to capture this village. Alright, MVAKM, slight economic lead now, has this village and this village. So he has the mirrored ones. Ooh, he even has both center villages now. So we're gonna have to see Sedge, well not Sedge, Stargen pull out something here. I think he has to fight. Because if he doesn't, then he's gonna really fall hard behind. Army gets healed up, he picks up a sword. Bunch of dogs. Ooh, but there's a lot of knights and golem over here. He needs something that's a bit heavier hitting than just dogs. But mage is moving across. MVAKM has this big lead now. It's churning out golems. Probably just go sword golem every turn. Even with that banking money. top of the amount he's spending. So much of this economy. Maybe he's pulling back. Interesting. Now we've got Sedge with Groove. Ooh, because of all these dogs, he doesn't have any to capture villages. Like, you do need some swords in your army. I guess he's got a lot of mages too, but... Alright, a second golem coming out. MVAKM, probably going to build a third golem. Possibly a dragon, actually. Dragon would be a very strong option here. Allow him to hit both sides of the map. One unit. Might just see this arms race. Yep, dragon comes out. Very good at dealing with these golems. Very good at hitting multiple fronts. Now, Stargen kind of backing up as well. And in this position where it's split map, neither side can really push in effectively. Stargen has a bit of an advantage, purely because he plays fast. Does not take that much time to take his turns. And he is about 3 or 4 minutes ahead on the clock, so if this does go to a very, very late game, Stargen will be ahead. Curious to what MVAKM is going to do. Balloon Spear, light in the top right. Interesting. Ooh, I would have thought a sword would go first. That is a bit more of a gold loss. You're losing... Let me do the math real quick, like 60 gold by having the golem hit from there. I guess it's fine. A 95% golem is going to do most of what 100% golem is going to do. Oh, speaking of golems doing things, MVAKM pushing really hard on this front. Dragon comes forwards. Now we're just seeing kind of this like big sweep across both sides. Like Stargen really needs to take territories back, and that's what he's doing. That village with the golem now on 88%. He's trading a lot of this golem health for doing damage to villages, but it is necessary. Very aggressive positioning coming out of Stargen. This position, like MVAKM can just kind of keep sweeping those left. Yeah, he's got a night crit there. Villages. And now he's finally going in and doing damage to units. So dogs are going to start to come forward and deal damage. Seeing swords come in. Archer comes forward. Yep. Just softening up a whole bunch of units right now. Takes down the archer. And the golem is gonna fall? Ooh. That is a big turn for MVAKM. But the one concern I have here is you've got Valder next to all of this army. And next to Sedge too, and Sedge is going to do a lot of damage. Good sword hit, 32%. Yeah, he's going to kill that. Mage, oh yeah, there's 2 mages here. Yep, balloon goes down. Dragon gets injured. Sedge comes in. And I thought he might go for some kind of lethal, but he could just kill a ton of this army. Besides the dog. Interesting. This honestly might be the play. Just like do a ton of damage. Yeah, and then when I say a ton of damage, I mean like loads of damage.
What's your step?
Oh, he's outrange this knight now. But, I mean, he could just keep going. That seems to be the plan, is just to continually smash this army. And Sedge is effectively being the second unit on every hit. So, whole army over here just being like kind of grinded up. And because the unit count was so high, you could afford to do something like that. MVAKM is by no means out of it. He has just decapped the barracks. It's a big deal. He is going to be able to do a ton of damage on this counter attack. So mage goes down, dog gets injured. This spear out. Gonna see a lot of things go down there. Archer's getting hits. Valder pulls back. And you know, Sedge can chew through a lot of units, but Valder can keep making extra units. So doing a lot this turn. Okay, even gets to heal up. And that balloon. Yeah. More stuff gonna get built. Stargen kind of just needs to win this.
What's your step?
Like, in the next couple turns. Because for as much damage as he's doing with Sedge, if he doesn't, like, kill his opponent, like, he can't deal with these golems right now.
Sedge hungers.
But, I mean, like, he's just getting so much sadistic rush. Like, he could even injure this mage, for example. Oh, hits dog. Oh, he'd go for the mage, but decides against it. Got picked off with swords. And yeah, actually, there's no mage, so Witch can just do that. What can MVAKM do in response to this? He's lost a lot of units. Like, this is a big loss. And actually, if he's not careful, Sedge could technically go through and just kill the stronghold. There's like a very real chance that like that could happen. And it is just going to come down to like what can player do. Alright, mage gets injured, mage dies. I think this is night crit over here as well. Yep. Sedge gonna get that kill.
Time to run.
And you can kind of just keep going. Oh yeah, the big hex is really important.
Run.
Oh, he's even gonna hit Valder? Oh, but he gives up? I guess he was afraid of the two golems being able to hit him back. That was a very close game though. I'm kind of surprised he threw the Talon. I'm surprised he actually went for Valder like that. But interesting. I mean, he was far behind. But yeah, I mean, people are saying it was reasonable. It wasn't like a timeout or anything. He just kind of died. Like, yeah, the golems would have killed him. Like, there's an archer crit here. That was a hell of a game. And like, there's 24 kills here. I would say at least like 16 of those were Sedge getting the killing blow. So that was a very impressive game on that front. Stargen just falling behind in MVAKM. Playing Valder in the way that Valder generally tends to go, in that he gets an advantage in the early game.